This year, we are celebrating International Dot Day. International Dot Day is a day where we celebrate creativity, courage, and collaboration. Creativity is when you use your imagination to create an original piece of artwork. You use an idea and you put it on paper. You come up with something original, unique, and beautiful. Here are some creative ideas other people have come up with regarding dot art. Creativity can take courage because sometimes it's scary to show what you create to other people. You might be afraid they'll make fun of it, or maybe you're scared they won't like it, but creativity is uniquely you. It's not the absence of being afraid. It means you're creative in spite of the fear to maybe do it. Maya Angelou once said, if one has courage, nothing can dim the light that shines from within them. So be courageous and make a mark. Collaboration is working together to complete a task or a goal. This year, we are going to collaborate with our works of art to create a beautiful, large work of art. We're going to take a single tiny dot and make it into something beautiful. The first thing that you need for this project is a piece of paper, a tray, and a coffee filter. Please write your name on your paper and your teacher's name. This is Miss Stam, first grade. Put your coffee filter in the middle of the paper. Now is the fun part. You get to draw something beautiful on your coffee filter. It can be any design. Now remember, creativity is something original and unique, and creativity can sometimes take courage, which means don't be afraid about what other people think or say. Just make your mark. You can use any color in any way. There's no wrong way to do this project. Just make it your own, make it fun, and make it fabulous. You can choose to color in a pattern. You can choose to color with lots of dots. You can choose to make a flower. You can choose to draw hearts. You can choose to make a starburst. You can choose to do whatever you want. There's no wrong way to do this project. Turn your paper over when you're done and put your coffee filter on the empty side onto the tray. Taking a squirt bottle of water, get very close to the coffee filter. What you're going to do is take that water and spray the marker. The marker is going to transfer onto the paper, making the color absorb into the paper. Once the color has absorbed into the paper, it will create like a circle from what you've done with your markers. Don't lift up the coffee filter, leave it there. It's going to absorb into the paper. Lift up your tray without taking the paper off and put it on the drying rack. You're going to place it just like a pizza pan into the oven and let it there to dry. Don't touch it. It needs to take its time to absorb. Here's a really quick example of this project from start to finish. Remember, color your coffee filter, and then once it's all colored up, you can flip it over on the piece of paper, squirt it with some water, and let it dry on the drying rack. If you want to turn your dot into something like a brown bear or an orange tiger, think about just using one solid color for your dot. The next time you come back into art, your circle should have dried. You can take the coffee filter off and you'll see kind of what happened with your marker onto the paper. It made a giant dot. We are going to take your Sharpie or a pen and write your name or a pencil on the back of that dot. Put your grade and your teacher's name. So this would be first grade Miss Graves for a GR. Now we're going to cut your dot out with a pair of scissors. One hand you will use for turning and the other hand you will use for cutting. As you cut, one hand holds the paper and the other hand does the cutting. You want to have a dot when you're done. It's okay if you don't cut it quite right. I can help you in class. It's one hand is turning and one hand is cutting. take your paper that is scrap and throw it away. Now you should have your very own dot. Now that your dot is done, we can dress it up with a little bit of fun. Taking a Sharpie from the Sharpie wheel, you can use as many different colors as you'd like to make your dot special and unique to you. Remember, it takes creativity and courage to make your mark. Together, we will make a collaborative art piece with all of our dots. I can't wait to see how they turn out, and I can't wait to display them for the school. Happy International Dot Day!